All right, good morning. Good morning. Today's December the 8th, and I will be doing a quick in service on the recordings based on how much fluid that are on these cups and little bowls here. Also, I'll go over some of the important details on why we use these utensils, and also I'll go over the menu for the resident and their little cards there, their orders for their menu. Okay. First and foremost, we are a Jewish community, so everything that we serve in our dining room is going to be kosher. And therefore, a lot of these items that you see up front here, the color is going to tell you the type of foods that we are serving. For example, if we are serving dairy that day, more than likely we will be serving a different color in comparison to a day when we're serving meat. For example, I believe this is dairy. I might be wrong, but if you have any questions regarding the colors of the utensils that is being used on a day-to-day basis, you might want to reach out to our dietary aid. They're the ones that are specializing on the colors and the type of utensils that we use based on the food that we are serving that day. But this today is specific to recordings and the amount of fluids that are on these cups. There was a request from one of the CNA that is they wanted some more information on how to record these fluids. So it is important though to record the amount of fluids that are in each of these cups. So let's start off with this big tall cup right here. As you can see, it's a specialized cup. This might be a cup for a patient who has trouble grasping a regular cup like this right here. So it's got a nice holder, obviously, and also it's got this nice spout right here. So that way it's got better control of the fluids. It doesn't spill. So for somebody who might have tremors or have weakness in their upper extremities, this is a choice of cup for them. So that way it will help them with their dexterity. This particular cup, if you fill it to the very, very top, it's gonna be 10 ounces. Now each ounce is 30 ml. So if you times 30 into 10, it'll give you 360 ml. So this whole cup here filled to the brim, it'll be 360 ml. You can also put down 10 ounces, okay? Likewise with this cup here, it's kind of similar to this right here, but it would be the same. It would be 360 ml. They're slightly bigger cups in comparison to this right here, which is 200 ml, okay? 150 ml, okay? This is 5 ounces. And then this cup right here seems kind of big. It's a soup bowl, but because if you're adding soup in there, the extra soup that's added, it's gonna be approximately 120 ml, okay? Which is 4 ounces. Likewise with this small little plastic glass here, I know it's kind of weird, glass and plastic, but it's actually plastic, but it looks like glass. It's 120 ml, which is 4 ounces. Kind of similar to this. If you have soup in here, you're gonna have approximately 120 ml in there. Oh, I'm sorry, this one right here. This, as we said, is 150. Okay. And this little cup right here, I have this in here because this is 1 ounce. Okay, and you have this in every nurse's cart, and 1 ounce equals 30 ml. So on your computer though, it's specifically asking for ml. You can rig the computer to say ounces, but if you're charting in ounces, know that 1 ounce is 30 ml. Okay. Now the reason why I have the menu here, this is an order for the resident. It goes over the diet, which is regular, consistency, which is regular, cut, meat, moist. The portion is small, and then on here it's got the ounces, right? So if you're confused about how many ounces there are in a cup, for example, for this one right here, it's got 8 ounces of water. It's likely that it's gonna be that bigger cup right there in comparison to a 4 ounce of prune, which is that smaller one right there. Okay, and so it also got specific things on here, obviously on the residents' likes and dislikes. I folded this part right here because it's got the resident's name. But the main purpose is that these menus usually have the ounces that you need if you're a little confused about, how much, how many ounces there are in each of these cups, okay? And that menu has it. Okay, now these utensils right here, the reason why I brought them out has nothing to do with like recording, but I did want to go over our policy in terms of a Jewish community and having the right equipment here, utensils when we're serving each meal. The two knives that you see, and this goes the same way for spoons and forks. This particular knife right here, butter knife or knife, it's got lines on it. It represents that we're serving meat that day. Okay, the ones that are clear with no lines on them, that means that we're serving dairy that day. Okay, likewise for spoons and forks, we're gonna have the same process. These forks right here is specific to somebody who has issues or has dexterity issues or has tremors. It's a weighted spoon, and therefore it helps them kind of utilize the spoon in a more comforting manner, rather than if it was a light spoon, it would be shaking and it would be kind of falling out. They won't have a better grip on that. This right here is a little bit more specific as well. If the patient can't grab a hold of the fork or spoon, they can put their finger in here and they can utilize these forks in that manner. We have a couple more spoons and forks that are built differently, but these are just examples of what I'm bringing in terms of what you can expect when you are serving in our dining room. The amount of fluids that are in each cups, also why we have these type of menu and how it can help you with your charting, and then also why we serve certain things like these in a different color like that, or whether they have lines or not on these utensils. Okay, any questions, like I said, please reach out to Dietary Aid. They're the ones that are more specific, and then they're trained in trying to help us with our resident, trying to serve them in an appropriate manner. Okay, I know some of this stuff, but like I said, the Dietary Aid are going to be the ones to reach out to and talk to if you have questions about these items. Okay, thank you very much.